Why Joyce DeWitt still refuses to watch this one episode. He filmed in 1977. Joyce DeWitt was born on April 23, 1949, in Wheeling, West Virginia, to Paul and Norma DeWitt. Although she was born in West Virginia, Joyce spent most of her formative years in the small town of Speedway, Indiana, a suburb of Indianapolis that would shape her Midwestern sensibilities and strong work ethic. She was one of 4 children in the DeWitt family and grew up in a close-knit household alongside her siblings, including her brother Doug. Her upbringing was marked by traditional values, a deep sense of community, and a strong emphasis on education and the arts, particularly theater, which would become her life's passion. Joyce attended Speedway Senior High School, where she first began exploring her interest in performance. Her natural talent and enthusiasm for acting were quickly recognized, and she participated in school plays and drama programs that helped lay the foundation for her future in entertainment. Upon graduating high school, DeWitt pursued her passion academically and enrolled at Ball State University in Muncie, Indiana, a school known for its robust theater program. There, she immersed herself in the craft of acting, earning a bachelor's degree in theater while refining her skills in voice, movement, and dramatic interpretation. Determined to advance her education further and succeed in a highly competitive industry, DeWitt moved to California to attend the University of California, Los Angeles, UCLA, where she would later earn a master's degree in fine arts in 1974. Her achievement was particularly notable as she was one of the few students accepted into UCLA's prestigious MFA program, which is recognized as one of the top acting programs in the country. DeWitt's acting journey began at the young age of 13 when she started appearing on stage in local community theater productions. These early performances not only confirmed her love for acting, but also gave her the invaluable experience of connecting with live audiences. Her dedication to the stage translated well to screen when she made her television debut in 1975 in an episode of the popular crime drama series Beretta. Though the role was brief, it marked a significant turning point, opening the door to further television opportunities. In 1977, Joyce's career took a major leap when she landed the role that would make her a household name, Janet Wood, the smart and down-to-earth brunette roommate on the ABC sitcom Three's Company. The show, which revolved around the comedic misadventures of 3 roommates and their misunderstandings with their landlords, quickly became a cultural phenomenon. DeWitt's portrayal of Janet, clever, witty, and often the voice of reason, resonated with viewers and earned her legions of fans. She remained with the series until it concluded in 1984, appearing in 171 episodes over 8 seasons. Her chemistry with co-stars John Ritter and Suzanne Summers, and later Priscilla Barnes, became a defining aspect of the show, contributing greatly to its enduring popularity. After Three's Company ended, DeWitt appeared in an episode of the anthology drama series Finder of Lost Loves in 1984. However, following this appearance, she made the surprising decision to step away from the spotlight and take an extended hiatus from acting. The reasons for her break were personal. After years of working under the glare of fame, DeWitt sought time to reflect, pursue other interests, and recharge her creative energy. During this time, she became active in humanitarian and charitable work, particularly focusing on issues such as homelessness and hunger. Joyce DeWitt returned to acting in 1991 with a role in the stage production of Noises Off at Michigan's Cherry County Playhouse. This return to the theater reflected her enduring love for live performance and marked the beginning of her gradual re-entry into show business. 4 years later, in 1995, she starred in the television movie Spring Fling, a lighthearted romantic comedy in which she shared the screen with well-known actors such as James Eckhouse, Justin Burnett, Jason Hervey, and Pat Harrington Jr. That same year, she made a guest appearance in the episode titled The Odd Couples on the CBS sitcom Sibyl, showcasing her comedic timing and versatility. Her return continued with a cameo on the popular Fox sitcom Living Single, further re-establishing her presence in the television world. In 2009, DeWitt ventured into film with a supporting role in the family adventure movie Call of the Wild, based on Jack London's classic novel. That year, she also took to the stage once again in the musical comedy Married Alive, a humorous take on modern relationships and married life. These roles demonstrated her continued passion for performance and her ability to adapt to a wide variety of genres. In 2010, she took part in Failing Better Now, an indie comedy film that follows a writer and an eccentric rock musician on a quirky quest to find a missing cat. DeWitt played a supporting role, adding depth and charm to the film's offbeat narrative. In 2011, Joyce starred in the off-Broadway comedy Miss Abigail's Guide to Dating, Mating, and Marriage, in which she portrayed the titular character, a relationship expert who dispenses humorous and often outdated advice on love and life. That same year, she returned to Canada to perform in a production of Dinner with Friends at Theatre Aquarius in Hamilton, Ontario. This critically acclaimed drama, which explores the complexities of marriage and friendship, allowed DeWitt to display her dramatic range and command of the stage. The following year, she took part in 2 different stage productions of Love Letters, an intimate play that chronicles the decades-long correspondence between 2 characters. She performed opposite actors Tony Dow, of Leave It to Beaver fame, and Tab Hunter, 1950s Hollywood heartthrob, in separate renditions, earning praise for her poignant and heartfelt performances. In addition to her acting work, DeWitt has also explored the world of television production. In 2003, she co-produced and hosted Behind the Camera, the unauthorized story of Three's Company, an NBC TV docudrama that detailed the behind-the-scenes tensions, controversies, and successes of the show that made her famous. The film provided a candid look at the off-screen dynamics between cast members and gave DeWitt a platform to present her side of the story, particularly in relation to her long-rumored rift with co-star Suzanne Summers. Her role as co-producer and host demonstrated her multifaceted talent and her commitment to preserving the legacy of the show in a truthful and respectful manner. Joyce DeWitt, despite her popularity and visibility in the public eye, has chosen to lead a relatively private personal life, particularly when it comes to romantic relationships and family matters. Throughout her life, she has never married, a decision that has intrigued fans and followers for decades. Additionally, she has not had any children, which has further set her apart from many of her peers in the entertainment industry, who often balance high-profile careers with family life. While DeWitt has not spoken in great detail about these personal choices in the media, it is evident that she prioritized her independence, her career in acting and theater, and perhaps her personal growth over traditional societal expectations. Her decision to remain single and child-free may reflect a commitment to self-determination and a deliberate effort to maintain autonomy in an industry where public scrutiny can often be intense and unrelenting. One of the most significant romantic relationships in her life was with actor and director Ray Bucktenica. The two were involved in a long-term relationship that spanned 7 years, from 1973 to 1980, a period during which DeWitt was rising to national prominence through her role as Janet Wood on Three's Company. Bucktenica was best known at the time for his role as Benny Goodwin on the sitcom Rhoda, and his experience in both acting and directing likely resonated with DeWitt's own dedication to the craft. Although they never married, their relationship was considered serious and was frequently cited in media reports from that era. The reasons for their eventual breakup were never publicly disclosed in detail, but their split marked the end of DeWitt's most publicized relationship. After their separation, DeWitt remained largely private about her romantic life, further reinforcing her image as someone who values discretion and personal boundaries in a world often marked by gossip and sensationalism. On a more somber note, DeWitt experienced legal trouble later in life that briefly thrust her back into the public spotlight. On July 4, 2009, she was arrested in El Segundo, California, for driving under the influence. According to reports, she had driven past a police barricade near a park and was subsequently stopped by officers who suspected intoxication. She was booked at the local police station where she was formally cited and later released on her own recognizance. The arrest was a stark contrast to DeWitt's generally wholesome public image and surprised many of her longtime fans. The incident served as a reminder of the personal challenges that even the most poised and composed public figures can face behind the scenes. The legal consequences of the DUI incident unfolded the following year. On May 27, 2010, DeWitt entered a plea of no contest to one count of misdemeanor driving under the influence. In response, the court placed her on probation for 3 years and required her to complete a 9-month alcohol rehabilitation and education program, a measure designed not only as punishment, but also as a preventive step toward long-term sobriety and behavioral change. In addition to these conditions, she was ordered to pay a $510 base fine, which was further augmented by penalty assessments, bringing the total financial impact to a significantly higher figure. In exchange for her cooperation and willingness to plead no contest, the court agreed to dismiss a second misdemeanor count that had originally been filed against her. While the event was certainly a low point in DeWitt's otherwise clean record, she handled the matter with maturity and accountability, fulfilling the terms of her sentence and maintaining a low profile in the years that followed. The incident appears to have been an isolated lapse in judgment rather than part of a broader pattern, and she has not had any publicly known legal issues since then. Although Joyce DeWitt is best known for her iconic role as Janet Wood on the hit sitcom Three's Company, there remains one specific episode from 1977 that she has repeatedly admitted she cannot bring herself to watch, even decades later. The episode in question is Season 2, Episode 5, Strange Bedfellows, which originally aired on October 18, 1977. At first glance, the episode might seem like just another lighthearted installment of the series, filled with the usual misunderstandings and slapstick comedy. However, for DeWitt, the experience of filming it left an indelible emotional scar that has never quite healed. In Strange Bedfellows, Jack Tripper, played by John Ritter, gets drunk and ends up in bed with his roommate Janet, sparking a wave of comedic confusion and tension. While the scenario may have played out humorously on screen, behind the scenes, the episode marked a turning point in DeWitt's working relationship with the producers. According to several interviews she has given over the years, Joyce had serious reservations about the script, particularly about how it portrayed her character. She believed it undermined Janet's integrity and reduced her to a one-dimensional figure used only for cheap laughs. DeWitt, who was classically trained in theater and held a master's degree from UCLA, took her craft seriously. She was deeply committed to portraying Janet as a strong, independent, and intelligent woman, not just the foil for the show's physical comedy. Joyce DeWitt also reportedly felt that the producers pressured her to go through with the scene despite her objections, making her feel powerless and creatively sidelined. It was one of the first times she began to feel that the creative direction of Three's Company was veering towards shallow stereotypes, rather than the character-driven comedy she had originally signed on for. This moment of artistic disillusionment left her questioning her place in the show and set the stage for future tensions between the cast and the show's executives. Adding to her discomfort was the fact that the scene required an unusual level of physical closeness and suggestive positioning with her co-star, John Ritter. While Joyce and John shared a deep professional respect and had a warm friendship, she later revealed that the scene felt awkward, rushed, and exploitative. She believed it was written more for shock value and ratings rather than character development. The laughter from the live studio audience, which was supposed to enhance the comedic atmosphere, only made her feel more exposed and vulnerable in the moment. Compounding her negative feelings was the cultural environment of the time. In the late 1970s, television was pushing boundaries, and Three's Company was known for its racy humor and innuendo. Yet for Joyce, this episode crossed a personal line. She felt that her character's dignity had been sacrificed in the name of spectacle. She has often spoken about how the comedic tone of the show occasionally clashed with her own values and instincts as an actress. Strange Bedfellows became, in her mind, a symbol of everything that was beginning to go wrong with the show's creative direction. Over the years, fans have asked her about that episode during interviews, convention appearances, and fan mail exchanges, but DeWitt has always maintained a firm boundary. She has openly acknowledged that she has never rewatched it, not even once since its original broadcast. She has even said that she avoids rerun marathons or DVD collections that include it. "It brings back too much," she once admitted in a rare moment of vulnerability. "Not because of what happened on screen, but because of how it made me feel as a person and a performer. That's something I've chosen not to relive." In the broader context of her career, Joyce DeWitt's refusal to revisit this episode serves as a reminder of the emotional complexities actors often face behind the scenes. For many, acting is not just about performing lines, it's about being true to their principles, honoring their characters, and maintaining their personal integrity. DeWitt's decision may seem small in the grand scope of television history, but for her it represents a pivotal moment, a private stand against creative decisions she found personally hurtful. To this day, Strange Bedfellows remains a well-remembered episode among Three's Company fans for its classic mix of farce and flirtation. But for Joyce DeWitt, it is something entirely different. A memory she chooses to keep at a distance, a chapter she prefers to leave unread, and a performance she refuses to rewatch.